Hi everyone, it's Aparna and welcome to Mistress of Manifestations. This is going to be a general card reading for Virgos. How are you, my darlings? This is a general card spread, so not all the messages are going to resonate with you, but if it does, claim it. If you're new, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. So if you find these messages confusing, you may not be in your sun sign today or in this particular week. Go ahead and also check out your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus for all matters related to love. So that would give you a clearer picture of what is going on with you at this moment. So I'm going to do my best to give you as many messages as I can so that you get a clear understanding of what you're going through. I'm going to talk to you about what has happened in your past. My goodness, your cards in the past. What is hidden from you in your current energy, as in what hasn't yet manifested but is just around you. And of course, what are the amazing things that you could expect in the near future? I'm also going to try to remove any energetic blocks, which could be, stopping your manifestations from coming in and clear those blockages so that whatever you set your intentions to comes in. So I've got a few cards to start with. The first card is a very, very sweet card. This is a Six of Cups. Six is a number of balance, right? Virgos, and six is also my name, and my whole thing adds up to a number six. And for me, six is not just balance, it is also a lot of positivity and good things coming into your life. So a Six of Cups is a card of innocence, nostalgia, how things were in the past. Take a look at this card, sweethearts. See these two children sitting here and playing? Such innocence in this card, Virgos. Um, This little kitty cat hiding here in the grass. This is talking about times when everything seemed to be simpler, everything was more peaceful. This is you staying in memories of some past situation. Uh, Cups are your emotions. This could also mean that are you thinking about somebody from the past, my darling Virgos? Are you thinking about a past love? This is also a soulmate card for me. Maybe you know this person, from your school, from your college, uh, from times that you held very dear to your heart. So this is a very, very beautiful energy to start with, Virgos. Let me show you your next card. I'll show you your next two cards, actually. From the Six of Cups, we go to Pentacles and the Five. Five, like the six, is a number of balance. Five is a number of imbalance. So five shows me that something is off balance totally. Pentacles are your money. Five of Pentacles is an energy of feeling left out. So this for me is your current situation. The Six of Cups is your past, when things were sweeter, simpler, things were in balance. This also tells me maybe you are remembering somebody from the past. Mercury is going to start moving direct in another few days. So when Mercury is retrograde, a lot of people come back from the past. It could be people, it could be decisions, it could be work situations. A lot of things from the past do revisit us. So this is what it's showing me, that this was how things were in the past with somebody or something. And it is shifted at this moment to the Five of Pentacles, which for me is a number of imbalance. It is also about your money. In this card, you can see there are two people outside a church. So a church is a place that everybody is allowed to go in, right? I mean, nobody stops you, but you feel you are not being allowed to enter a place or a sanctuary of safety, something is making you feel like you're not worthy enough to enter this place. Um, it's a number of extreme imbalance. It could be feeling abandoned, poverty. It could even be a financial loss, health problems, Virgos. Times are difficult right now. Times are difficult, but there is help available, but you are not going inside. You feel like you will not be accepted into this sanctuary where help is available. Now, directly we go to the Ten of Wands. So wands are always your passion. They're things that, you know, that light that fire, things that make you want to get up and go, that passion that we all need to create awesome things in our life. But when it's the Ten of Wands, it shows me that you have been carrying a lot of problems, burdens, heaviness alone. And look, it's the full moon. It's very dark here, but there is help available. I know these are just two deers, but what it's trying to show you is that you have refused to ask for help. You have decided to carry all this on your own, and it's overwhelming for you. This person's back is almost bent over, if you can see. It's very heavy, and I feel in both these cards, help is available, but you do not feel that you could ask for help. Something is stopping you from sharing some burdens of yours, which are extremely heavy today for you. It's exhausting. That's the word I'm getting, heavy. Trying to do everything on your own, not asking for help. It's a very heavy energy, Virgo. This is what you are facing today, and you feel that there is no help available. But I promise you, as both these cards show, there is help around you. You are just not wanting to ask. You can go into the church, but you do not want to do it. You want to carry this whole burden on yourself. So in the past, things seem to be really simpler for you. What changed, Virgo? What changed? I ask for some more cards. My darling Virgos. Wow, that's one for my darling Virgos, please. I'll take that. Wow. I've got two, I call them the babies of the tarot because they're pages. Now, pages are young, fresh energies. Let me start with this one. This is the Page of Cups. Cups are your emotions. You know, it's what holds your feelings, your love, your thoughts. Um, you know, when your heart is open, that's when you know your cup is filled with love. And the Page of Cups, this is a crush, an infatuation, the beginning of a love, a new romance. This is also your inner child. I don't know why I feel that this is a child. You know, this again, like I said, there are many, many layers to the tarot. I'm going to give you the first message that comes to me when I see this card. To me, this is a child of yours. This could be a water sign, um, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces child that you have. I mean, look at this. This is a sweet, young, innocent child that you have. And then the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords again is a childlike energy. It could be a new way of, talking, a new way of thinking, a new way of communicating. It could be stalking, checking out on social media. It could also be a child. Both these could be children. And I feel that I'm talking about children, Virgos, because this card also has two children. You know, your sweet memories or things which gave you happiness. And here too, this couple feels left out and they have a child. This mama has a baby in her arms. I wonder if there's nothing going on with your children, my darlings, Virgos. Let me give you another message about the Page of Cups. This could also be a small message of a big, a sorry. This could be some kind of an emotional healing that you need within you. This could also be crushes, infatuation, an immature love, a teenager like romance. This is a very young energy. And when it comes out with the page, again, if this is not a child for you, this is somebody stalking. So if I give you another message, have you had a crush recently on somebody from your past? You knew this person from your school or your college days and you've been stalking them. This is another message that I have for you, Virgos. But the first message that is very, very strong here is about two children. So something feels extremely burdensome for you and you feel abandoned. And is this about children? I'm going to ask some more questions on this for my Virgos. I'm going to ask some more questions about this, please. My darling Virgos. Okay. Okay, no, your cards are sticking. I'm just going to take these two cards that came out. Okay, so let me put this aside. Two cards that came out for you are, both are cup cards. You are definitely dealing with a water sign, which is, your Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Look at this. This is the Four of Cups. You are focused on a certain loss that you've had. If you notice here, this person is so engrossed in their own, that own thought process of what went wrong, what did I lose. I have a feeling you've had some kind of a loss. This is depression almost. Virgos, this is, for me, this is a card of being depressed, absorbed in some kind of a loss that you face to such an extent that you do not see that there are three cups standing here and the divine is coming in with another cups. This could also be unhappiness in a home, missed opportunity. You're just refusing to look at the silver lining that the divine is trying to show you because you're so obsessed. You feel you've missed an opportunity. This is a card of being absorbed in sorrow. But I'll tell you something. This also for me is a card of grief. My God, I hope you haven't faced something very heavy, Virgos, because the next card is the Five of Cups. From the Four, you go to the Five. This is grief, loss, sadness. This is a pity party. You're sitting with yourself in this emotion, just to the exclusion of seeing any silver lining. And the divine is trying to show you that no, not all is lost, but you refuse to see it. You are so obsessed with this missed opportunity or some kind of a loss or a grief that you refuse. You refuse to see the silver lining in any of what has gone on. And something makes me feel this is about a family where there are two children. Because these two pages coming out, it's very much like, children, a family. This is again, a couple outside a church feeling lost and abandoned. Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia, of remembering the good times, how they were, Virgos. And it all seems to have turned into the Ten of Wands, where it's very hard for you to carry this burden on your own. I'm going to say it as I'm getting the messages. This seems to be a very strong message for a family that is breaking up. And there is one individual here, and you can reverse the roles, Either this person I'm talking about is you, or it is somebody you are thinking about. So you can switch the roles as it applies to you, Virgos. But this is somebody whose happy home turned into a Ten of Wands situation. And it's very heavy, and they've been carrying this whole burden on their own. And on their own, I apologize. And I think there are two children involved in this too, my darling. But there is help available. It's just that you refuse to ask for help. You refuse to even look at what the divine is telling you, that there is a ray of hope in all this, but you just refuse to see it. You are so self-absorbed in your grief. Ask some more questions. What else can you tell me for my darling Virgos, please? What else can you tell me? What else can you tell me? Got it. Two cards. Let me show these cards to you. It's very interesting. King of Cups. King of Cups. King of Cups is somebody whose heart is open, somebody who is, he wears his heart on his sleeve. It's emotional maturity, a mature, determined, committed person, a family man. This is somebody who, look, I'm not saying that most men are not family oriented, but there is a certain breed of men who really give their family, the first place in their life. That is their most important, what can I say, priority. And this could be you. This could be your energy. You are open to love. Your heart is open. And look who you're dealing with. Queen of Swords. This is not a match. This is somebody who vibrates from their heart chakra. This is somebody who vibrates from their mind and their throat. This is somebody who just talks clear, cold, detached, to the point. This is not really a perfect match. And you know what the sweet thing is? I'll show you. The two children here, one is a Page of Cups. One is a Page of Swords. Something is telling me that there are two people here who already had a child. I'm giving you another scenario. You are with someone who already has a child, because look at this. The Queen and the Page could be a mother and a child. And this is of the same, both are swords. So both are, pretty direct and to the point and rational. And then you have this other. This could be a father and a son. Cups. So are you in a family which is the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords, and these are your two children? Or you are two couples, who are trying to get together and start a new family, and each of you has a child. I'm just putting these two scenarios out. Let me go back to this Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords for me is also a card of a divorcee. Swords are always your thoughts and your intellect. Queen of Swords is somebody who is extremely intelligent. She believes in facts over feelings. She is somebody who wants to solve a problem. You give her a problem, she'll find the solution. Mind-oriented, not heart. And this is a complete opposite. This is not a match. This is a very, very difficult match to make it work, because somebody's from their mind only, somebody's from their heart. So yeah, for someone, this definitely felt very, very heavy, because this relationship is very hard to keep up, because yeah, it's going to be very hard to keep up, because both of you are vibrating in very different ways. So all right, this is a marriage, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why this is a marriage. So, look at this. The devil. The devil, is Saturn ruled. It is Capricorn. This is a card of addictions, bondage, being tied to something, a pull, a magnetic pull. But it's not a very, very positive card. It also talks about restrictions, limitations, being stuck in a certain cycle where you keep going round and round and round. It's like you're chained. I have a feeling because we started with the Six of Cups. This did start to be a beautiful relationship, one that was filled with love and, sweetness, but something changed. And I almost said something chained. Something changed here, Virgo. And this sweet energy got replaced with a lot of heaviness. This is a codependent relationship, one that is not based on strong, solid foundations. The main basis of this relationship could be money, could be fear of losing your children, could be fears. So when a relationship is vibrating from fear, it's very difficult to make it work. Sooner or later, it is going to break down. Tower. This is, of course, Uranus for me. This is an energy of, thunder and lightning striking a structure that you thought was strong and breaking it down completely. And if you notice in this card, one individual is falling off this tower, this structure. I don't know why I feel that the three of, cups or hasn't come out, but were there three people in this? I don't know. Something you found some information out. This is dramatic endings. The need to change has been ignored for too long. And this is Pluto. This is Uranus. This is Pluto uh, coming in and changing the situation in one instant. It's like a whip. It's like one instant it's changed. I'll tell you one more thing that I'm getting from this, and I'll tell you why I feel this. The moon card is here. The moon, again, you are dealing with a water sign for sure. You are either a Pisces or Cancerian or a Scorpio. And for me, um, the moon card coming here is, of course, a very, very feminine, maternal energy. It could be about a mom. It could also be secrets, right? It could also be your inner child, your wounding as a child. Can I say something, Virgos? I'm feeling that you are scared to stop a toxic cycle because of your experiences in your past or in your childhood, um, where you felt abandoned as a child, maybe by your parents, or your parents unfortunately had to. So sorry, one moment, looking for the card here. Had to part ways. You're thinking about your childhood here. I don't know why I get this message, and you're scared. This is your inner child. Look, this can also be read as you receiving messages, you listening to your intuition. This is Neptunian energy, right? But this for me is childhood fears, because this is the first card, right? And this is a major arcana. And something tells me your inner child wounding is stopping you from breaking free from a karmic toxic relationship, which has outlived its course, and it has turned into this a 10 of wands situation that you cannot carry on your own. But because there are children involved, you're scared to walk away, because probably this has happened to you when you were a child, and you're continuing to stay in a toxic relationship, even though this is how you feel: left out, abandoned, ghosted, emotionally ghosted. This is a card of feeling abandoned for me, where you feel left out of a family. You feel there is no happiness there, but you're choosing to stay because you are scared. You are scared because you've gone through something in your life in the past. And even though it feels heavy and your back is almost at a point of breaking, you cannot carry this. You're not telling anybody. You're probably keeping this as a secret from your family too. You're not telling them that you're suffering. You're suffering in silence, and the divine is coming in. Put a stop to this. You're throwing somebody out of this equation, somebody who was extra or not needed. I still feel that there you could have found out a secret about another individual being, because the moon is a card of secrets too. Another individual being in this toxic relationship. I have a feeling. Queen of Swords and the King of Cups is not a match for me. You probably knew this when you were, deciding to go ahead with this individual, but you went ahead and took that step anyway because maybe there were already children there. And you did not want to abandon them. Oh boy. Hold on. Let me show you these two cards, Virgos. Please, please, please listen to me. I don't like this card. Thank this card. I don't like this card in a love reading. I do not like this card in a money. I do not like this card. And again, the reason I don't like this card because this is a card of extreme sneakiness. Those people who like to pull a fast one on you and they know they're doing it and they know you're wonderful people and they still do it because they think they can get away with something because you are such a sweetheart and so gullible. I do not like this energy. And again, like I said, I have nothing against this card. It has every right to be in this deck. But darlings, this is somebody who has taken advantage of you, of your niceness, of your kindness. And they have really been underhand. This is also about, somebody who's tried to fool you, taking advantage of your good nature. Look at this. Look at that face. This person is very well aware what they're doing to you. Let me tell you that clearly, but they're still going to do it because they know you're gullible. This is a clear message I'm getting for you and lovers. This is about a love connection for me. This was a divine love connection. Lovers is also the card of Gemini, which is a choice. So if I read this in two ways for you, my darlings, of course, the lovers itself, the name says it all. This is a love connection that you thought had a lot of potential. Very, very powerful union. It's a good card to get for love. Decisions. You made a decision to go ahead with this connection. This was your true love. You were magnetically drawn. Look at this card. Look at the power in this card. Look at how this man is holding this woman. And look at how much they're lost in love. But I'll show you something. And I'll tell you what I'm getting from this. Like I said before, this is not a match. If this was your love connection, this does not add up. The Queen of Swords and the King of Cups is not a match. You thought this was a match. This is telling me you knew this person from a long time and there are two children involved. And this is a reason you've stayed stuck. You've stayed stuck in this devilish energy. You've stayed stuck in this karmic cycle. Some secret has come out and I think you found out some sneakiness. This could be a third person. This could be cheating, money. This could be anything. This could even be somebody trying to financially steal from you. Getting a lot of messages for you, a lot. Now, I want to show you, no, I'll take one more card and then I'll show you the card I have. Wow. Okay, that's one. I want to take one more, Virgos. I want to take one more card here, please. Just give me a second because then, here we go. You did find out about a third person. The High Priestess is a moon goddess. You are dealing with a water sign. Virgo. There is a lot of water in this reading, cups and water energy. This again, the high priestess is the moon goddess. This is your intuition. You have found out a secret about some kind of sneakiness going on in this relationship. You found out. You have, and you realized that it was time for you to run away from this toxicity. And I think you were taking some time to make a decision because you were in a lot of grief. You just refused to look at the silver lining, which the divine was trying to show you. This was a relationship close to your heart. From the past, you knew each other from a long time. But the divine came in to put an end to this and threw this extra person out. So either you found out that there was an extra individual, you found out there was some kind of cheating, and the divine knew this. Of course, they know everything, right? Your angels, your guides. And they said it was time to put an end to you carrying this load on your own. And I think you've kept this a secret from your family too, that you were going through this. Somebody was cheating on you because there were two children involved. And your inner child was not allowing you, your inner childhood wounding. Maybe, like I said, you have gone through this in the past. But I'll tell you something. Three of Wands is here. Three of Wands. Look at this image. This is of a person waiting at the docks, waiting for their ships to come in. And they are. I think the Lovers here is also telling me that you are going to take a decision to move away. And the Three of Wands is telling me clearly that you have positive news and expectations to look forward to. But I also feel that you waited for the divine to come down and break this foundation. You did not have the courage to walk away on your own. You did not have the courage. You waited, Virgo. I'm surprised your card didn't come in, the Virgo card. But I'm going to ask for two more cards on this because I think the minute you decided to move away from this, because the divine showed you positive news, progress, development, news is going to be coming in. I have two cards for you. Excellent. And I'll show you what they are. First is King of Swords. Okay, so you're going to match that Queen of Swords. This is also a card of somebody who is cold, calculated, detached, knows the solutions. This is my Aquarian card. I think you are shifting your energy because you showed up before, if you remember, as the as the King of Cups, where your heart was open. You were showing love. You were open to giving love. You're an empath, but you're dealing with the Queen of Swords, a very, very toxic person. Very toxic person. And you decided to take a step and look at what is going on around you because the divine showed you something. Some secret was revealed. And this for me is a couple going through divorce, King and Queen of Swords. This could be you hiring a lawyer. This could be you getting clarity on what is going on and moving away. Healing your inner childhood woundings and moving away. Now, I want to show you this card. Do you see this? It's an individual moving away, taking all their souls. This could be you taking the children with you. You know, beautiful creations of yours that this union did, or maybe you had a child before and so did they, but it just didn't work out, Virgos, and you're moving away to calmer waters. This is very essential for you. You do know that the Hermit, that is your card in the tarot, is about going within and finding answers. You've done that. But I think it took you some amount of time to get yourself out of this funk. Because from the 4, you did go to a 5. It's completely being absorbed, grief, sadness. It took you a while. But the divine did come in and show you something in this relationship that wasn't real. There was a lot of sneakiness. There was a third person, probably. Underhanded dealings. This could even be loss of money. cheating, pulling a fast one on you, fooling you. The moon, secret being revealed. No wonder you felt like an outsider in this relationship. You switched your energy from the King of Cups to the King of Swords, and you're a match now for this individual who's trying to fool you. Don't be scared. The minute you decide to move away, the ships are going to be coming in. Positive news is going to be coming in. New positive breakthroughs, ideas, progress, development, positive expectations. You're waiting for results. And if it is a legal battle that you have, I have a very strong feeling that victory will be for you, because this is a card of me, a card of you waiting for your ships. You can see them, and they're there. You can see them. They're almost there. And you're standing, you're waiting. You've already moved away from this situation that was nothing but conflict. I'm going to take one last card to ask, what else can my darling Virgos expect? This is definitely about somebody trying to heal their inner childhood woundings. Like I said, maybe you have gone through a divorce when you were young, as in your parents. I'm going to take them both. So look at this. Clarity. Clarity of thoughts, clarity of actions. This is like a brilliant eureka moment. You are going to get a life-changing epiphany that you are on the right path. Quick messages coming through. And this is always positive for me. This is movement where you felt stuck. You were not stuck. You kept yourself stuck, Virgos, because you were scared to move away from a situation that you thought was, a childhood, somebody from your past. And you were scared that if I leave this, I won't be able to make it on my own. What about the children? You were thinking about everybody else but you. And I also feel you refused to confide to somebody else and tell them what you were going through. You were carrying this burden of this toxic relationship on your own. Let me show you this card. I want to show you something. You did feel intense grief and loss. I do not like this card for you, my darlings. This is just grief and loss of a relationship, mourning it. Yes, that's the word, mourning. But the minute you dropped this, the 10 just turns into a 1. If there is no 11 in the tarot, the minute you dropped this, the minute you found out a secret about a third person, about this sneakiness, underhanded behavior, the tower came down on this relationship and that extra person was thrown out. You chose to move away with whatever you have. It could even be with your children to safety. And there are 2 children here. I have a feeling. You decided to move away from this. The King of Swords. You're coming at this individual in the right energy because they are in the Queen of Swords energy. You are waiting for your ships to come in, and they are, and you are moving away. And this brings in your ships faster, clarity of thought, a lot of movement. And for me, this is movement towards something positive. This trip or this movement that you're going to make to calmer shores is going to bring in a lot of stability and peace of mind for you and your children if they're involved. They will have peace of mind too. I'll take some angel answer cards for you, my darling Virgos. These are angel and crystal cards, just to see if I can give you some added messages. I'll take these cards and keep them here. Show you. It's a lot of yellow and green. The yellow is your, solar plexus. So let me just put these cards away. There's so many cards here. Actually, half the deck almost fell out, but I'll take these. I'll just take these. So the first card I have for you is Amber. Look at the yellow in this. And it is give it to God. Amber, give it to God. So take a deep breath, and on the exhale, release this situation to God for healing and answers. You know, this also tells me about you going within. And Virgos, you are the hermit. You have this uncanny ability to go within, to go, to literally shine that light within and understand what you're feeling. And this card coming here also tells me that you've done that. The moon was here already, and the high priestess. The high priestess is also somebody who's totally in tune with her inner knowledge and her knowing. It's also the card of the third woman, the third person, third woman. Okay, third person. So you going within and giving this situation to God is going to give you healing and answers. I want you to understand what I'm going to read to you next, because this is Malachite and this is prosperity. You know, the Seven of Swords that came in before told me that somebody was trying to steal from you. I feel, or maybe those two children that you have is what you consider your wealth. Hear this message. Prosperity. There is a positive shift in your flow of divine support. The minute you go within and align yourself with what you're receiving from the divine, there is going to be a shift. And the word shift here stands out to me because you are moving away. Remember this Six of Swords. You're moving away. You're shifting to another place. I have a feeling you're shifting locations too. And this is going to bring a shift in your finances. Unikite. Answered prayers. See how beautiful this is. All your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. If you are going to the court of law, because the king and the queen of swords for me is somebody who is probably going through a divorce. Trust me, solutions and answers to your prayers are here. It's the Ace of Swords. This is solution on steroids. And I think you do not know, or you may not see it, but the divine is working on your behalf to see that the outcome of whatever you're going through is going to be in your favor. Apart from you having a big heartbreak here, Virgo, I also sense that some of you are having some kind of a financial loss. I'm going to take some Angels of Abundance Oracle cards to ask. This one. This one. I'm going to take one. I'll take these three cards. Hold on. You ready? The first card is Quiet Retreat. Let me read this for you. It's time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet space for yourself, and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. This is the quintessential Virgo Hermit card for me. Please listen to your inner divine guidance. And we have the Moon card and the High Priestess here. Virgo, I did not get the Hermit in this reading, but the Moon and the High Priestess, the other way to look at the High Priestess is you following your intuition. Please listen to your inner calling. Whatever your inner guidance is telling you is on point. And Virgos, if there is anybody who knows how to go within and shine the light, it's you. The next card I have for you is clearing debts. DEBTS, of course. Let me read your message. I knew that there is some kind of financial loss that you're facing. Your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts in your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. You know what this is telling me, Virgos? This is telling me some particular relationship of yours took its toll on you. Like I told you before. And I think there was a financial loss too. And this was something which was not supposed to be like that. This was a relationship filled with sweetness and nostalgia. This is somebody from your past that you were dealing with for sure, but they stole from you, not just your emotional well-being and your mental peace, they also stole money from you. I have a feeling they stole money, but do not worry. Spirit is coming here to clear all your debts. Now, raise or promotion. You know, this word raise to me tells me that the minute you raise your vibration and you move away from this devil energy, which is of toxicity, where you take control of your life and raising your vibrations, you move away, you open the gates for abundance to come in, and this raise or promotion is coming in. Let me read this for you. Congratulations. Congratulations, Virgo. An increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. Your intuition is on point. You cannot fault a Virgo's intuition, and the High Priestess and the Moon are here to support you in that clarity of thought. Is here. Virgos, I know this has been a very, very heavy reading for you, but I feel this energy. But I guarantee you this too shall pass. Your intuition is on point. Do not be afraid to leave anything or anyone that is toxic. Divine has your back, and this too shall pass. So with this, I'd like to close. If you liked this reading, give me a thumbs up. I would be honored if you would join Mistress of Manifestations and be a part of my channel and subscribe. Until the next time, I'll see you soon. I'll be coming back with more messages for you. Until then, take care, my darling hermits, my Virgos. Big hugs and kisses. Bye.